Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Daily Stock Market Analysis. Today is April 3, 2023. Hope you all had a great weekend. If you're enjoying the content, please like my video and share with your friends and family. There's a like button there. Just takes you a second to like, so please do that. Okay, thank you guys. All right, so starting with MES chart, you can see we are in a sell zone. Okay, I have a bear here. So basically, bear is saying, come baby, come as high as you want. I will be waiting patiently for you. One thing to note, this sell zone, it's anywhere between, it's already entered. It's around 4134 to 4300. Okay, so from where we are now, it's about 3%, 3.2% higher. Okay, so in this zone, I'm not interested to do anything. I'm just gonna wait patiently. I'm not interested to take any trades. The only trades I will be taking is to the short side, to the sell side. I already took my profits. Now this can keep going higher. I just want to be very sure and I want to be very clear. Eventually my targets are 4,300. I'll show you on SPY. But one thing to note, now we are extending a bit. I would ideally, let me get rid of this bear for you to see it better. So I will ideally like a little bit of cool down. You can see this cycle here. You can see this cycle here. Little bit cool down, which will be healthy, and then go higher. Okay, that will be my my ideal scenario. And then there is a significant risk coming around here around June-July time frame, and I will be looking for a sell-off later on. Okay, so basically, very easy to trade. You basically sell in this trade. You basically don't do anything, just relax, go on vacation. You don't need to worry about anything, and then a couple of months you'll wait, and then we'll be here, look to buy here. Okay, so that's all we should be doing. And the higher we go, you can start buying inverse ETF. You can buy SQQQ for Nasdaq short, or you can buy SPXU. The higher we go, you start buying slowly, okay? So slowly, the higher we go, keep buying slowly, and then eventually we're going to dump, okay? There's also a possibility we can go straight here, okay? So that's also possible, but I'll be very careful. The closer we go to 4,300, those will be extremes. I'll be very, very careful, okay? Don't FOMO. Media will start talking about bull run very soon. Actually, they're already saying Nasdaq has 20% upside, so it's already out of bear market. It's in a bull market. But that's the exact time here, end of April, they're going to do a rug pull, and then we'll be having a massive dump here, okay? That's when they're going to start talking about recession and whatnot. Okay, so the other thing you also see here, there are these two cycles. There's this white cycle, there's another blue cycle. They're doing a rising phase here. So it is possible we can keep going higher, and there's still some time, okay? It's possible we can keep going higher, and then it's going to dump here. So we might not get this smaller dump which I'm looking for, okay? So be mindful of that. But I'm not looking to catch every extra penny, every last penny to 4,300. I'm just going to relax, watch the show. I'll buy again when we are here, okay? That's my strategy. MNQ, which is Nasdaq. Same thing on Nasdaq. I will actually it closed a bit down, only 0.24, almost flat. So I'm looking for a little bit of sell-off on Nasdaq and then a pump higher, okay? So that will be very healthy. And I want to show you something else on Triple Q. There are multiple gaps open here. You can see there's green lines, there are gaps. So you can see it's possible you can come down to fill this gap and then pump higher. These yellow lines are my top targets. There are also gaps to fill, okay? So I'm looking for 322 and 328 very soon. SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF, my targets are 427 and 421. Multiple gaps open, so it can take a while to fill this gap before it goes higher. All right. So that's what's happening. VIX, it's coming to this support zone. This whole area is support zone. You can see we bounce here. The good thing is it's still below 20. As long as VIX is below 20, nothing to worry. The day you say VIX popping higher than 20, you should be starting to worry about that. Okay. US 30, which is Dow Jones, basically bullish moves. We broke out of this trend line, daily line. We are now moving higher. Eventually, we will have some sell-off, but it's possible it can go and touch all-time highs before a sell-off. So that's also possible. So Nasdaq is out of all indices, Nasdaq is towards the highest side. The other two indices are still lagging. So it is possible Nasdaq will cool down a bit for a couple of days, maybe like a bull make a flag before it goes higher, and then that will give chance to other indices, US 30 and Russell 2000 to go higher. All right. Russell 2000, there's still a lot of risk because it dumped so much. I think it's going to go a little bit higher, find resistance on this daily trend line, and then sell off. There's significant risk here around May time frame, so it could make equal low or lower low with like higher divergence on PPO and RSI. Okay. Oil, basically all these countries ganged up on America, and they said, okay, we want to cut production. So oil opened 6% higher, but it opened with a massive gap. Okay, so I'm expecting this gap to fill. So I will be only looking for short trades on oil. I will not be looking for long trades on oil as of now. Natural gas is tricking everybody. It's in this zone. Okay, so basically it's coming close to basically this bottom here around 12th of April. So it can chop around here, go a bit lower. This is all good areas to buy. You can buy UNG ETF to trade natural gas. Bitcoin, basically looking for some sell-off. Okay, looking for some weakness around 20K. Also this daily trend line you can see. Looking for support here, so it can cool off a little bit. It will cool off with S&P 500. Not able to cross this. Let me go to futures very quick. Not able to close this 31K resistance zone. So it can have some cool off, find some support on this area, and then bounce. All right. Same thing with Ethereum. Some cool off, then bounce. All right. So you can also draw a trend line on Ethereum if you want to trade that. Something like this. Okay. And it can find support in this area, and then it's going to go higher. All right. All right. So dollar expecting more weakness. You can see this cycle here, expecting cycle around June-July time frame. So weakness in dollar that will help Bitcoin to move higher later on. Gold again almost topping out, was up almost 0.8%, but I think it's almost seen the top. So just looking for weakness. 1900 is the support I'm looking to buy. I'm not looking to buy before that. All right. Silver, same thing. It's gonna sell off with gold. So just going towards that weakness. TNX is mortgage rates. Basically looking finding supports here. Okay, on this trend line, you can see daily trend line. It found support here, and looking for more weakness. There are multiple gaps here around basically 3.8, 3.14, and then 2.93. Looking for those to fill. Bonds, very bullish move here. It's above this blue line. This is 200 SMA line, so it's closing above that, which is a very bullish move. So looking for some more upside. And let's quickly look at sectors. Basically, XLE is energy sector. Not looking to go long. Looking for weakness. There are multiple gaps. This is a huge gap created today. Looking for a sell-off. XLU. Looking good. A little bit of gaps downside, but I think overall it's going to be okay. XLV, again, it created a bottom here. You can see this big support zone. Now it's going higher. Still good time to go into healthcare sector. XLF, still not convinced. I think it's going to go back to touch same lows again, or maybe make a lower low. There's significant risk coming here around May time frame, so looking for it to sell off in this area. Industrial, same as Dow Jones, going higher, a little bit more upside. Maybe come down to fill one of these gaps and then go higher. XLE, looking for some more weakness, multiple gaps to the downside, and then go higher. And then let's quickly look at Tesla. Basically, Tesla, it recovered a lot of gaps today, so it filled a lot of gaps. You can see there was a gap around 1894, that's filled. There's another gap around 196, so that's filled. There's another massive gap here now around 183. So there are two scenarios on Tesla. Today could be the bottom, and now we're going to go up and fill the other gaps. Also, it gapped down today, so eventually this gap will be filled around 206. So I'm not worried about how low Tesla will go, because I know eventually at minimum it's going to fill this 206 gap. Also, it's possible it can come and fill this green gap. So it's possible it want to go tomorrow here or this week here and then bounce, or it can just go straight now up to basically bounce. What's up with this? Let me get rid of this very quickly. It can go straight up to basically to fill these gaps above. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about Tesla. Apple, again, Apple is basically going higher. It will be good to have a little bit cool off before going high. There's also this trend line, so it will be good if Apple can have some cool off. Parabolic move is always not good. It's good to have some pump dump. That's going to be very healthy for the market. But again, there is also this resistance line on Apple. You can see this daily white line, resistance line. Let me make it solid for you. This is also coming very close to this resistance line. Okay, so it's possible we can have a little bit cool off and then pump. or we can go straight here and then get cool off. Okay. Amazon looking bullish, nothing bad. 0.85 is okay. There's a gap down, so tomorrow we can kind of go gap down, fill this gap around 100 and then pump. That's possible. Google, multiple gaps to the top side, looking for those to fill. Meta, same thing, looking for some bullish move. There are multiple gaps, so maybe some cool off will be healthy to fill one of these gaps before pumping higher. Netflix, same situation. It's gonna be good, but it's very close to this top gap, so maybe it wants to fill that, but more upside. Microsoft, again, a little bit cool down, then more gaps to fill. Snowflake had a breakout on Friday. It closed above 200 EMA, but then now it's back testing this 50 SMA line. So it's always good to see that back test, and I'm hoping for more upside on Snowflakes. NVIDIA keep going higher. Okay, you can draw this trend line like this. You can see, and you can look for support. There's also a gap here around 264, looking for that to fill before going higher. AMD, same thing. AMD actually multiple gaps. Today it created a gap again. If you look at 1 hour chart, another gap created, and it's right against this big resistance. This red area is resistance. You can see all this area is resistance. Also multiple gaps were downside. So I think earnings will not be that good. So we might get a massive dump near earnings. You got to be very careful on AMD. Okay, guys, that's it for me today. Please hit the like button if you did not yet, and please share with your friends and family, and have a good rest of the Monday, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.